Here we go. Who do this rapping?
Trybesmen.
We're precious rapping.
Trybesmen.
Oof. You already know exactly what we're going to talk about this episode, but we're still on the
Series.
we're on the series. Yes, we're still on the series of legendary Nigerian groups. We've done Style Plus, and then of course today we're doing Trybesmen, L.D, Kaboom, Freestyle.
Boom.
These three people. Oh my goodness me! The angels that made them meet each other, that made their paths cross.
God bless that angel.
That's all I'm going to say. Google Trybesmen, find their music, listen to it. It is a gift to hip hop, to rap, and to Afrobeats as we know it today. L.D the Don, producer, rapper, singer, songwriter, and of course label owner, the leader of the Trybe Records. They had Trybe Records. Freestyle, absolute rap genius, creative human. I can't even call him creative human being, creative god. Because of course we got to find out later when he dropped his solo album Free at Last. Freestyle. Oh no. And of course KB,
Kaboom.
absolutely not underrated.
Not underrated
Of course,
at all.
he didn't get out his own personal work,
Yeah.
but he got out a song that was produced by SARS called Them They Mad.
Ah.
Oh, KB.
Murder.
Oh,
Wow.
KB the Detonator. Men. Anyway, speaking of men, Trybesmen is what we're talking about today. Ibi.
And Trybesmen. Look, talking about rap, let me say this. There was a time when it comes to rap, we only listen to PDD, Tupac, Dre. These were Americans who had their culture and their style of rap.
Yep.
Those were the only music we could vibe to when it comes to rap. And that is when Trybesmen came out. To us, this is something we could vibe to because they were using our kind of language. They were using they were saying what we understand and everything. That is why Trybesmen, they were so successful when they started. All three of them. It was you had to do the Italian gesture there. It was something so sweet that you could savor. As if when Trybesmen start to rap, there was one song that they did. Who do this rap in
Trybesmen.
Oh, bonge rap in
Trybesmen.
I hear them for party.
Trybesmen.
Do
Fever.
Trybesmen. Those guys, you could see that it was like they were even used that was a beat from Fela, a sound from Fela.
Yes.
So they were introducing Afrobeat into rap. And all their songs were something different and new. That is why they were kind of like up there when it comes to rapping.
Yes.
Before we had that time there were few rappers. Idris and one of my favorites. Mona was out, but it wasn't that big that time during the late 90s.
The late 90s.
Yeah. But one of my favorite rappers back then was 6 Foot Plus.
6 Foot Plus.
Yes.
Where MC was in the
Where
competition.
MC too was there. These were the rappers.
Change.
These were the rappers we knew that time. But Trybesmen was different. And from the sound of their name, you could tell that these were people that were very vast in different varieties. eLDee could rap in Hausa. KB, because they met in Kaduna, I think in Polytechnic in Kaduna, where they school, that's where they met. And Freestyle was a genius, like Icon said.
You have never heard anybody rap that good.
Freestyle was like the fastest rapper at that time. Whenever he's singing, they're like, what's this guy saying? His mouth is like, ah, man, Freestyle. That group, their first album was something that Lagos really, I would say Lagos because that was where they came out from. I was schooling in the north that time, my secondary school. And when I was telling them about Trybesmen, they were laughing that Nigerians don't really have musicians that time because they were in the north. But when I started bringing the tape to them, when they started hearing that these people are Nigerians, I said, these are Nigerians because their song was distinctive. There were many songs, Icon.
And that album was instructive also because it was called L.A.G Style.
Yeah.
So it told you exactly what it was. Men, those guys, I heard Trybesmen for the first time in 99. I was in Government College Kefi. I was listening to, I think it was ASO FM. We could get ASO FM from Government GCK at the time. And it was Asikolaye.
Asikolaye, that was beautiful music.
The raps told me that these were people who, the verses told me that these were people who could really, really rap. But the chorus was in Yoruba, which threw me off a little. It told me, surely this is a Nigerian song.
Yes.
Still, I was like, man, who are these guys? Now, with more knowledge and more years, after many years, I listened to it again and I'm like, oh, it's Trybesmen. But not only is it Trybesmen, there was a special guy on that album as well, on that song as well, who was L.D. Extra Large. Oh my sweet lord, L.D. Extra Large's verse on that song was point blank killer. So, which showed you that Tribesmen, as a group, L.D., KB, and Freestyle, were in. They were working heads and shoulders with every single person who was respectable, who was respected in hip hop, and they set the tone. Shake Bodi through
That's the
everybody.
song I was just thinking about. Like you just brought the song, Shake Body, as in,
And it gave you that fella reference again.
Yeah.
Whether you like whether you don't like the thing they say, you go still they shake body.
that was the theme song for the show Twilight Zone
Yes.
back then. I think some of them appeared on that show.
Yeah, KB appeared on the show.
Yeah.
I saw KB on the show a few times. That was one thing that caught me about Twilight Zone when I heard Shake Body. Shake Body.
Everybody did excited to go and see that
Shake
Twilight Zone. and
Body.
started to-
Oh man.
And Tribesmen really showed that it wasn't just the three of them. Because after the three of them gained prominence in the late 90s,
Yes.
towards the 2000s, they know they had to start branching out.
Yeah.
And they had other artists under them.
Yeah, LD has already set up Tribe Records.
Yes.
And of course, so they started to scout out, and there was not one person on Tribe Records that was not fantastic.
Come on, dance for daddy. Come on, move like crazy. Come on, Mary Mole. Oh yeah, Baraja. Oh yeah, off your shit. Oh yeah, Scatang. Oh yeah, shake baka. Oh yeah, roll for flow. Oh yeah, make una dance, make sweat come out. Oh yeah.
In the real sense of the
They
word.
were all good. There's a track called, is it Baraje? No,
It's Oya.
Oya. Oya. Go and listen to that track.
By the way,
Oh.
2005, Tribe Records, a lot of people don't know this, dropped an album called The Big Picture. I remember the day I went to buy that because they dashed me money on the 4th of July 2005. I'll never forget. I was even in Festac then. I left to the video shop where we used to rent Nollywood movies that time to go buy that album. It was 150. That was one of the most precious things I had acquired for myself. There were songs like Oya. There were songs like No Nonsense.
No nonsense.
There were songs like No Contest. And of course, everybody came up with their own. SID was on it. Sasha, Freestyle, of course, the Tribesmen people.
Yeah.
There was Timmy the Black One. There was Two Shots. There was Lekushe, and of course, one of the most underrated of the crew, which was DEL, olaDELe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Del.
goodness. olaDELe had a song on the Tribe, on the Tribe Records album called No Shaking.
Yeah.
Wọ́n fẹ́ máa gbé mú, No Shaking. And of course, LD the Don did not fail to kill every single beat he produced. 'Cause
Whenever.
LD was producing as well.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
LD the Don. Production, rapping, putting the crew together. Salute, man. Salute.
Look, the Tribesmen there were something that were outstanding, if I would say, because there were certain songs. They brought something new when it comes to rapping. Too Short was different. He was
Too Short was more indigenous.
Yes.
By the way, we're going to talk about indigenous rap on another day, but Too Short is certainly a pioneer of indigenous rap.
Yeah.
Pidgin English.
There were like the track Oya. If you go back and listen to, after everybody had spit so much good bars, and all of a sudden the Too Short just came
up with the
Igbo kind of
traditional
bars. And it was so cool.
Ngwangwanu bịa ka anyị gbaa egwu Two Shots ụmụnna m anyị abịala bịa ka anyị gawa geenụ ntị ịjụkwanụ if them no one make we sing if them no one make we shine Igbo kwenu Igbo kwenu kwezuenu o kwezuenu o
I love it. I was like, this is what we're talking about. Giving us we like rap music, but we want the rap music to be in our own way, the way we understand it. And that is what tribesmen were giving us, rapping in pidgin. You know, there were many songs. There was this song where they were rapping about police. What's the title of that track again? Where freestyle rap first before L.D. was in school.
Plenty nonsense.
Plenty nonsense. It gets plenty things very not supposed to happen for this life.
Oh,
He gets plenty things we're not supposed to happen for this life. Plenty things, plenty nonsense.
These songs were different songs that this people brought that really suited the way we wanted to hear rap music.
And this
that
is
is
how-
why tribesmen were different.
this is how you know KB was a genius.
Mm.
KB's verse started with Amen, Amen, blessings and glory.
Shut up, my friend. That was a story. Because they live for fire, they live for air conditioner. You know what teacher, you don't become commissioner.
Oh,
It's life. Plenty things, plenty nonsense.
Amen, amen, blessings and glory.
Shut up, my friend, that one a story. Because you dey chop fine, they sleep for air conditioner. Yoruba teacher, you don't become commissioner. Your dictionary filled with words like enjoyment, employment. My own is also disappointment. Come on, the Lord will give you whatever you ask for. It's a quarter past 4. Let us go and see the pastor. You need to fast more. My brother, I beg, pray. Now today, hi, my guy, he don't say where I dey beg Baba God. Still my papa mud. Even after I don't donate my mama blood.
man. Tribesmen, respect to every single member, respect to LD, to KB, and to Freestyle.
Hey man, they had so many good songs. There was one they were singing about GSM. We don't get money for GSM.
Now, Flash, no, that was
$40 for a
that was
minute.
Timmy the Black One.
Okay, that was
That
all.
was produced by LD.
Yeah. So their songs were songs that were very catchy. There were the Bodi, we rock the mic on.
That was rock the mic.
We rock the
Bounce,
mic
come
on.
on, bounce, go.
See, they had songs that will always say, man, this is the song. These were the people. So when it happened that LD left, went to America, I was like, oh, we know music had already entered another level.
The Banjis,
We missed
the
Tribesmen.
Ikechukus had come into the
Oh,
scene
we
at the
missed
time, but I
Tribesmen
missed
because
that.
it was
I
so
was-
obvious that he was the glue to that group.
I was the happiest when he released Return of the King.
Yeah.
I'm like, LD is back. Oh, I rushed to go get that album. It was worth it. And of course, all the other songs, well, it broke my heart that Tribesmen did not come back
They didn't
together
come back.
again. It really, really broke my heart. LD, one of the people who taught me, who showed me what quality music looks like. Of course, there's OJB in there, there's Paul Play in there,
Yeah.
and this was based on music production.
Mhm.
LD showed me something I got to master as I was growing up, that you could hear an LD song, if you could hear a song produced by LD and just know it was him. He had certain markers on his songs that it had something bouncy about it that you just could not miss it. LD the Don, KB, Freestyle. Oh man.
Those guys were something else. I even went to Port Harcourt in 2004 and they were still famous. People in Port Harcourt still knew Tribesmen. I was like, wow. I had a cousin, Joshua. He was always into Tribesmen. He's always singing their songs and everything. And it really comforted me knowing that these guys were not just known in Lagos. They were known everywhere in Nigeria, even though they were not under Kenny's music, you know.
By the way, no, they had the respect of Kenny's music.
Yeah.
By the way, LD he had such an eye for talent. He also signed a group from Port Harcourt called Specimen A.
Yes.
To Trybe Records.
Yes.
They had this song called Cashew Nuts.
No matter what. Anyhow the world wants war.
No matter what.
If you listen to that song, as it that was why people like Tribesmen, because of they even inculcate themselves with every other place.
Yes.
So like they said, they were Tribesmen. They had everybody from virtually every tribe. English rappers, Yoruba rappers, Hausa rappers,
It was beautiful.
They just made music very, very sweet. So please, I wish we could have artists like Tribesmen that was a group that interjected everybody together.
Like that way.
They were very peaceful. They didn't have these grudges that, okay, I'm the leader of the group, I'm this and that. You won't hear any controversial statement about Tribesmen that time.
Well,
they were all very cool.
The only thing was, apparently, there was some rift between LD and Freestyle eventually.
Yeah, because those were the two big ones. That was like how many years after they were so popular.
So when Freestyle dropped Free at last, because on a song called I can't remember what it was. It featured Blaze on that song. And he spoke about how he wrote all the choruses for Tribesmen, but L.D took props for that.
Oh,
He literally said those lines.
wow.
So, but we're not going to focus on that one. We're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to focus on the beauty, the absolute ingenuity that Tribesmen, the combined group of three absolute geniuses, what they gave us, we're grateful for it. If you watch this video, after you finish watching this video, just go to YouTube, search for Tribesmen, and check out as much as you can find, and you will find that we're not exaggerating
We're
at all.
not, definitely. Tribesmen, just check all the tracks. I believe me, you will be very interested and satisfied with whatever you're listening to
Ooh,
when it comes to Tribesmen.
Tribesmen,
They were really good. Their raps were authentic.
it was easy to follow as well.
Yeah, there were raps. You know, there are some raps you listen to that you can't even vibe to. But theirs, you could vibe to the rap.
I can call like 3 of those raps.
Yeah, okay. You can
But I
see.
won't, because I don't want any trouble.
Please, you could vibe to their rap. You could always move because they had this certain appeal when they rap. Things were very, and we're not just men. There was Blaze and Sasha.
Yes.
They were part of the group too. Two female, yeah, kind of like the first female. Okay, apart from Wed MC, those were like one of the
Where
first.
MC was there,
Mm.
don't ever forget Queen Change.
Oh, that's
She wasn't so
that's
popular,
that was
but she was
like the
there.
first. If you ask me, sir, because she was one of those that started rap.
Actually, if I'm counting female rappers, and we will get there also,
Okay.
I would count Queen Change.
Mm.
I would most likely not even count Word MC, and I'm
No, no.
sorry for that. But Queen Change was really skillful. She could rap.
She was not just lucky because she came out in an era when rap music wasn't really.
So you think because there was no
sorted out.
competition?
Oh, yeah, so probably maybe that's why. You
Queen
know,
Change was good.
women rapping
She was
wasn't
very
something,
good.
but later.
Woo!
Well, Tribesmen, please, like I can say, just go check out Tribesmen, and as you're checking them out, please check us out too. Subscribe to our page, follow, like, share. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, it's on the screen. TikTok. So just go ahead and do that, and you'll have beautiful time watching all this wonderful content. Thank you very much for watching Memory Lane Icon. It has been wonderful talking about the tribe.
It's wonderful every time we celebrate nostalgia, every time we go back and speak of these things. I hope that you feel exactly the same way as well. See you on the next one.
Thank you.